guys, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'll be showing you how to install macOS in Virtualbox. So I suggest that you install um, a new version of macOS, ones which are not that old, so around macOS Sierra and El Capitan, so around those ones. Otherwise, you might encounter some errors installing it on VirtualBox since the support is incorrect or some virtualization stuff. So I'll be installing macOS Sierra, but the instructions shouldn't differ at all. Whether you're installing macOS Catalina, Big Sur, or that's the latest at the making of this video or newer, the steps should be the same unless there's something with Max Silicon, then I'm not sure about that yet. So without any further ado, let's jump right in. So first you have to have Oracle VirtualBox installed, and I've already done that, so I'm not gonna go through this. uh I'll make another video about this later if you want me to, but otherwise, for the sake of this video to go fast and not to waste any of your time, I won't be doing any of these stuff like installing the VirtualBox and stuff like that. So I already have this installed, and you need to have your VMDK of the Sierra or whatever macOS you're installing. So I got mine as a RAR. I'll link it in the description, but you might install a different version. Now, the reason I'm installing Sierra is since my computer is not so new. I'm going to upgrade it later, but for the time being, uh, I want it to run for this video, so I'm going to just choose an older version since the needs are lower. So after this, you need WinRAR installed so you can extract the RAR file. So I'll link that in the description. So you want to right click the file and extract to OSX10. So the last one, so it comes in a folder and it's not messed up. Okay, so when you extract it, it does take a lot of time. So I suggest you just do something else. Um, and it'll be really slow on hard drive sometimes. And I forgot to mention installing a OS X or Mac OS VMDK or whatever file you have. It will be quite slow depending on your internet. Since I had problems with my net and that made the speed really slow. It took me around half an hour to get it done. So enough talking, let's actually do the video. So you want to enter the folder that you extracted and enter this folder again, and you should end up with the macOS 10.12 Sierra or whatever you have VMDK file. And mine is 8.34 gigs, which is a lot, um, but that's the minimum it would be unless you're installing an older version. So before we actually add it to the VirtualBox, we need to get the VirtualBox extension pack. So it's this one here. I'll link this too, or I'll just upload it to Google Drive and then keep all the links there. So then you get something here, is a green square here, VirtualBox extension pack, and it's expack ending with a VirtualBox file. So you want to click it, and now it will prompt you to you're about to install a VirtualBox extension pack, and it will increase the things because you might enter a error while you're installing macOS. So it's just to make sure. It's optional, but I recommend that you install this. Then you press install and just scroll down and press I agree and press yes. If you're doing this on someone else's computer or you're not admin, ask them to give you the password, even installing VirtualBox, since it requires admin rights. So now we got the exe pack there, you can close your browser out now. Now we're going to create the macOS virtual machine in VirtualBox. So first you want to press new. So it will be the same on Linux. Your interface might look a little different, but it should be the same. So you press new, and I'm going to call mine Mac OS like this, since I might upgrade it or something like that. So it this depends on what version you installed. So I installed Sierra 10.12. So you want to select that. And you could have also installed something newer, but if you installed uh, something like Catalina or Big Sur, you should do 64-bit. So then you press Hi Sierra. That's just for me. And this is where the virtual machine will be saved. Then press next. So this is how much memory or RAM you want to allocate to your virtual machine. So if you have more, I suggest you give more to it. So at least give it half. So if you have, if I just open the calculator here, and now, so my total RAM is 6144. 6144 divided by 2 would be 3072. So yours would be different probably. So I'm just gonna enter that, and that's my uh how much RAM. It's half. So you can also give it a little more, which is what I'm going to do. But if you want to keep the virtual machine stable, then that's the good choice. Then next, and press. So we already have the virtual hard disk file, so we don't need to create a new one. So press use an existing one, and so I already have some here, but you want to press add, and then go wherever you put it. So I'm just gonna go to downloads, and this is where it is. So now what I want you to do is just to make it easier, because this has the whole virtual machine on it. So what you want to do is you want to copy it or cut and paste it uh, into the virtual machine folder. But I'm just going to keep it like this to make it easy. So press open, and here. So we have the virtual size is 79 GB, which is okay since we don't need too much. And then we can just do choose, and here we have it. So press create, and now we have the Mac OS done. So before we press start, we need to do one more thing. To give it the right environment to install in, we need to have some command line code. Don't worry, I've pasted everything for you. So the newer VirtualBox ones use this one, and the old ones use the 4.1s. So I'll have everything in that I've used linked in the description. So here you will see your virtual machine name. So mine is Mac OS, and it has to be the same, otherwise it won't work. So what you want to do is open CMD. So just type CMD and do run as admin. Press yes, and then copy this code here and just right click. Yep, that didn't work. Wait, copy. Okay, so the last line you have to execute yourself. So just press enter, and it did it if there are no errors. So try doing it again, or your path is wrong or something like that. So we're done with that now. And then what you want to do is go to settings. Okay, go to system and go here. So just uncheck floppy since you're not going to use that, and optical, and get hard disk on the top. So chipset can be PIX3 or ICH9. It doesn't matter. And you need EFI enabled since it's a special OS. And processor, keep it on how much you can on green so it's not unstable. So I'm gonna keep 2 and just keep the rest here. And give it full video memory since it does take a lot of it. So that's basically everything now, and press OK. Now we have configured it, and you want to press start. Might take a little while depending on your computer. Okay, so mine started now. So you will get something like this. You'll get some code happening and some stuff saying Apple stuff, but it's okay. That's just it's going to happen every time you boot it. But it won't take as long when you do it for the first time since it's going to install macOS on your virtual machine. So then it's going to show here waiting for DSMOS. So if you get to that, and it's okay. It will show something like something's failed, operation failed, but that's just okay. Okay, so it's successfully loaded, and you need to select your region or something. So I'm just gonna select United States, or you can show all, select everything. So it's gonna press continue. You can do it later. It doesn't really matter. So keyboard layout, I have a quartz keyboard layout. So I'm just gonna go ahead with that. Okay, so it's gonna show transfer information. You don't need to do that. And you don't need location services too. So just do don't use. And now sign in with your Apple ID. So I'm just gonna press don't sign in because it will ask for a two-step verification, and that's gonna make it worse. So press skip, and you want to agree to their terms and conditions. Agree. So I'm gonna use my name now, and I'm just gonna write my channel. Okay, and that's just gonna be the same. Just gonna do something like Valorant. And press continue. So this is just a local account. So if you know something about Microsoft, they also have local accounts. So you won't have, if you don't create or sign in to an Apple ID, you won't be able to install software from the Apple Store and features like that. And local is just no internet related stuff on it. So your time zone, I'm just gonna select this bit, Europe. more here. Yeah, and go ahead. You can go ahead with this too. And don't enable Siri yet, since that's going to uh it might slow the setup or crash it sometimes. Do it later if you want to. So now it's gonna set up your VirtualBox Mac. Well, not technically a Mac. Then you just want to wait. And yep, want to made a little bit more for everything to load up. Okay, so now it's coming. Wait, so it worked. So it's gonna come up with this keyboard setup assistant. Your keyboard cannot be identified and will not be usable. So just press, if you can fix it, press this, though it's gonna show something else. So I just suggest you close out of it. So um, it will be laggy. Uh, I can't help with that. Since it will be running in a VirtualBox environment, and also your specs also uh, change it. So everything is working, and you can see its graphics are not exactly the great since mine isn't good, and it kind of moves when you go like that. Otherwise, it's quite good. I mean, uh, I did this so I could get Xcode on it. You probably did it for something like that, or you want to check macOS out, and you can do that. So it would be wise to um, check maybe some updates or something if you need it. So here you can see a 2.49 processor. I have that, and the allocated RAM to it. So you might also need to change your display, storage. You have this much, memory is that much, and it will be a working one, except a little bit laggy. So we test out Safari a little. See, the graphics aren't that great. So I just go to youtube.com. It wasn't really that great, but I mean, it's okay. See, there are errors that happen. So I wouldn't really say it's so good to browse on it since that didn't work. I mean, you can do stuff and run software that I think is okay. So, thank you for watching this video. If you found it helpful, like and subscribe, and support me so I'll continue making videos. And if you have any suggestions on what I should make or what you didn't like, anything like that, don't hesitate to uh, tell me. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you have a great day.